Okay, it's Thursday. It's the 8th. I'm doing this around 4 o'clock. Um, just a little bit of change in this thing, and I still think there's a little bit more change coming to it. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff I'm seeing, so I'm just going to show you what I got for simulated, and then as I go through that, I'll explain to you why um, I think I'll tell you how much rain we're going to get and who's going to get it because I don't agree with the numbers that are being thrown out there by the computers. All right, so this is like this afternoon. This is simulated. And you can see, look down towards Delaware, down this way, Maryland, Delaware. You can see some thunderstorms are beginning to pop up down here and some heavier rains. And we have a front that's to the west, and this is all going to come together. You're going to see this come across here. Now, this takes you to around 9 o'clock tonight. And you can see there's isolated shower, heavier showers. Some of these could be thunderstorms. I don't expect gusty winds and things like that, but I do expect that there could be some rumbles of thunder out there along with these heavier downpours. If you remember yesterday, we were talking about the heavy rain being out here. It's still going to be out there, but this is kind of coming together a little bit different now that it's beginning to move. Okay, I'm going to take you to around midnight. You can see here's your heavier rain in central Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania. And you can see it's kind of shut off here in Jersey and a lot for Eastern, and it's just starting to work its way to the west. As you can see, it comes up now. Here's Harrisburg out here, and you can see the thunderstorms are between Harrisburg and Reading and heading up this way. And keep that in mind because where these storms come down is where your difference of how many inches of rain you're going to get and compared to what the computers are saying. And again, I don't agree with all that because I think these thunderstorms are going to add to the totals in areas where it says it's not going to happen. Now, this is around 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can see there's a line of stuff here. Again, heavier stuff down here in southeastern PA, and it goes all the way up towards Williamsport here. And then here is the main flux of what's left of Debbie coming up here from the south. And that's steady rain in a larger area. But this moves to around 3 a.m. Here's 4 a.m. And you can see, some showers, some thunderstorms popping up in southern Jersey, down here by Delaware, all the way up here in eastern PA. This is near Bethlehem, Allentown, Trenton, working its way back up just by past Wilkes-Barre and heading up towards Towanda up this way. And then out here in western PA, especially in the Laurel Highlands, it'll enhance a little bit with the elevation, kind of just like a snowstorm does. Same thing in the Poconos. If you're in higher elevations, you'll get more rain than the lower elevations. And you can see this moves back out. Here's 5 a.m. Here's 6 a.m. Here's 7 a.m. And you can see heaviest rain is now out here just west of State College and east of Pittsburgh, out towards Altoona. Again, higher elevations will get more rain out of this. But you can still see, and this is what the computers aren't showing, you can still see pockets of heavy rain in here and even some thunderstorms. And that's why I think what that happens. And then watch as this goes during the day. Here's 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, yeah, it's kind of shut off in Jersey, Delaware, and southeastern PA and out here. But watch this little line here associated with Debbie as it moves. Debbie's going to move towards the northeast, but these things kind of come together. And this is around noontime. And you can see here's Harrisburg, and it goes down. This is a pretty good strong line down here. If this actually happens this way, and it works its way up towards the north central part of the state, and then up into New York, and it kind of shuts out Pittsburgh towards State College now as all this moves off, and Debbie moves off into New England, but this is the front that drags behind it, and you can see this is around 3 in the afternoon on Friday, and you got some heavy rains here, and going across and even some thunderstorms, and it works its way. This is around 4 o'clock. There's 5 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock in the evening, it'll clear the coast. So when you look at how much they say we're going to get, it shows it out here pretty well, I think. This is the highest elevations getting 5 inches or so. But I think if you're, let's see if I can make this work here. If you're in an area, let's see here. How can I make this happen that I want to do? I'd say that if you're in this area here, oh, well, that's not what I wanted to happen. Um, I'd say that if you're east, it won't work that I want to do. I'm sorry, I'm trying here. But if you're in an area west of Pittsburgh, maybe up towards your Bradford and then to the east, you're probably going to get between 3 inches and 5 all the way out towards Williamsport, and then down here to Selinsgrove, and then down towards Chambersburg. East of that, it shows some lighter amounts of rain. Jersey, it shows very light rain. I think Jersey can get about a half an inch or so, maybe 3/4 of an inch in some areas. I think Eastern PA, which would be Philadelphia on up towards Williamsport, Harrisburg, up towards the Poconos, the higher elevations of the Poconos, you can get 3 or 4 inches of rain. And it doesn't show that here. And I think all these areas in blue here, you're going to get anywhere. You're going to get around 2 inches or so of rain, I think, out of this. I don't agree with some of these numbers here because when those storms come across, they will dump heavy amounts of rain quickly. And I would say that if you're in eastern PA, you'll have off and on heavier showers, but I think tomorrow afternoon you'll get the downpours as that front comes through, like I showed you on the map there, as it comes through in the afternoon. Let's see here if I can get rid of this now. Um, when I showed you this, see that coming across? I think if that happens and it comes across, it'll dump some rain pretty quickly, maybe another additional inch of rain as it goes through, and I think that's what causes it. Don't expect any heavy winds out of this, but I can see some power outages just because the ground is saturated from the rain earlier this week. If you're along the Jersey Shore, yeah, there could be some high tide flooding here. Because again, the rotation around it will push the water back in towards the bays. The Delaware Bay here can get some water splashed into it. Same thing in Baltimore here. As it comes up, these areas here, depending on the timing of high tide, probably get an extra couple of feet of rise here. So that might flood some areas out just a little bit there. So keep that in mind. Okay, so that's kind of my update right now for Thursday. We'll come back on tomorrow, probably before noon, just to update what's going on and if anything has changed. All right, everybody, take care, be safe. And again, if you got areas that get flooded a little bit, some creeks and things like that, be aware because I know the creeks around here are pretty high, and it's not going to take much for them to go over in some areas, especially the smaller ones in the back areas. All right, don't drive through puddles on the road, please. At least down in Berks County. I don't know when they're going to learn. I've been down here all these years, and the same place gets people who drive through it get flooded out and cars stall out every single time. I don't get it. All right, everybody take care. Be safe out there.